Demonstration speech, I chose how to make blonde brownies. This has been a family recipe that I found in a cookbook, and I think I'm kind of okay at baking, so we're just going to give it a shot. First off, you will need your flour, your brown sugar, baking powder, baking soda, vanilla, salt, butter, and chocolate chips. This is more like a chocolate chip cookie, but in square form, but they call it a blonde brownie because it's blonde. And first off, we're going to start with melting the butter. You will need 2/3 a cup of butter. So if you have your sticks, that's going to be roughly about 10 of the tablespoons that they measure out there. So we'll get this going in one of the cups, and then we will start heating that up. If that fits, we're going to break that off. There we go. Okay, and we're just going to heat this up, make it melt a little bit. Let's go 2 minutes on that, roughly. I'll stop that here in a little bit. And then we already measured some of these out because it was going to take too long. So we have 2 cups of flour. And then you need to put your baking powder, which is 1 teaspoon of baking powder. This one. Then you will need your baking soda. For baking soda, you need 1/4 a teaspoon. Then you will mix this up, and this will be your flour mixture. Check on that to make sure it's not too warm. So you just gotta mix it real good with your whisk. Then we're gonna stop and pull this out to make sure it's not too melted. Oh, perfect. Then you're just going to let this cool so it doesn't get too hot, and when you add it with your sugar, it doesn't melt the sugars. Okay, so you're just going to continue to mix this to make it all nice and mixed, I guess. Then in another bowl, you need to start adding your brown sugar, eggs, and vanilla. And you have to add your butter, but we're going to do that later so it doesn't mix it all up. Oh, my bad. We need to add the salt with your flour mixture too. So for salt, you will need 1 teaspoon of salt. And that is everything. Let's remix that because I missed that. Okay. We will start adding into the other one. And for the other bowl, we will need brown sugar. So 2 cups of brown sugar, eggs, 2 eggs, and then for vanilla, you will need 2 teaspoons of vanilla. So we're going to start with the brown sugar, dump that all in, and then 2 eggs right here. Woo-hoo. That went really bad. And 2. Okay. And your vanilla. You need 2 teaspoons of vanilla. One. Ooh, I'm shaky. 2. Whew. That was scary. Okay, we're going to add that now and mix that. Now this is cooled down just enough. Yep, we will be able to add that into there. Yummy. Slowly mix that, and then we will now put the flour mixture in there gradually, not to make sure that you get a whole flour in there. Make it hard instantly. So let's slowly do this. Okay, stuff up there. Start mixing it some more so it doesn't get too thick on you. And you'll see it kind of starts to resemble a cookie batter almost, because that's basically what it is. right now, I forgot that we need to preheat the oven to 350. So let's go ahead and do that. My bad. So we're just going to wait a little bit longer. And then you will finish pouring in your flour mixture. There we go. And for this, you will need a 9 by 13 pan. And if you do not have that, you can use a 9 by 9 to make that a little bit of a thicker brownie almost. And with this, we do not pour the chocolate chips straight in. We will just sprinkle them on top. But this is one of the recipes we found in one of our family cookbooks that my great-great-grandma actually had. And then we're just going to use this fork to get some of this out. And we'll keep stirring. Then if you have a KitchenAid, you can use that too, but for this, we're just using a whisk. Good Lord, this is thick. Okay. And once you have all of that done, it should resemble a cookie batter, but a little bit more liquidy. And it should look like that. And then you will just go ahead and start pouring it into your pan. Then you can use your spatula to scrape that down in there. And with this 9 by 13 pan, it will give it a little bit of a, not as thick as some of them come out to be. And you will just spread it around in your pan to make sure it's all over. Normally I would just use a 9 by 9 because it does give you a thicker cookie, and I think it makes it taste better, but with this we're just going to use a 9 by 13 because that's what it said. And then you will be sprinkling this with chocolate chip cookies, or chocolate chips, that I measured out half of a cup. Okay. And then we will just sprinkle with chocolate chip cookies, or chocolate chips. Try not to get too many in one area like I just did. And then there we go with that. I don't know if you guys can see that real well. And then we're just going to go ahead and put this in the oven for 20 to 30 minutes, checking when it starts to get to 20 minutes. And then when that is done, hopefully it will come out like this. So thank you, and good luck with your cookies.